everyone, welcome back to my show, Chatzmercy. And today I'm in Kibera, here in Ayani, opposite police post at Mana Milk Haven.
Good.
And today I'm with my friend David here. And David has a shop here that he opened of recently, and he sells milk and gas to our local community. And our children drink his milk. Everyone is always like, buying from him. So I wanted to get more advice from David, how he continues to endelea na biashara yake. And most importantly, this month we're talking about domestic violence. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and I want to know what domestic violence is doing on the youth and how it's impacting us today.
Precisely.
So David, please tell me more about yourself before we start.
I'm David Fan, just the same way Marcy has told you. And being that October is a domestic violence awareness month, uh, domestic violence is something that correlates very much with the kind of business that we people do, because utakampo hata kama kwa nyumba watu wapatani, bibi na bwana wapatani, hata boyfriend na girlfriend wapatani, hata maziwa watakunywa, kwa sababu chai tayari inaweza pikwa na imwagike. But to cut the long story short, just a brief intro of who I am. I'm David Fan. I'm 32 years. Now 3 months here at Ayani, next to the Ayani Community Police Post, and it is a business that I decided to name it Mana Milk Haven, because I keep telling people now and again that I'm a living testimony that God is living, and while the Israelites were very hungry and very thirsty, He brought them salvation, and what He brought to them was food, and it was manna, something that could replenish the strength when it had depleted. And one thing I give people here is I replenish people with nice milk, precisely fresh milk, and I give you also mala milk. Again, at the same time, I also give you gas cylinders. I refill them from 13 kgs to 6 kgs. At your delivery, you can ask, and you'll get them where you are, especially if you're around Kibra, that is. And again, I'm an artist by profession. I'm a performing artist. I'm an actor. I'm a poet.
Yeah.
I'm a playwright. I'm a human rights defender who has been born and bred here for the past 32 good years. Went to Olympic Primary School, class of 2005.
So most of your life was here in Kibera.
Precisely.
All right. So can you tell me how you started on this biashara? Because you said you started 3 months ago.
Initially, it was a business that was there, but it came as an initiation courtesy of my eldest sister.
Yes.
Big up to her so much. Mwalimu Juliet Afonde.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Walimu, okay. Those are superheroes of the community.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, true.
So Juliet, she's my mother, she's my sister, being that she's my eldest sister, so she's the one who has held on to me for quite a long time. I'm also a recovering addict from drugs, and I'm also a heart warrior. So when I talk about heart warrior, I'm currently battling heart condition known as congestive heart failure that I've been battling for the past 4 good years now.
Yeah.
And as I'm still waiting for God's miracle of healing, I decided to spread the message of love by giving you Mana Milk Haven.
Oh, and so we thank you so much. So being a heart warrior, how was that for you?
It has not been a walk in the park. It has been tiresome and very cumbersome, especially to my family members, because they are the ones who have to cater even for my billings when it comes to hospital, my cardiology sessions, and my drugs. They're the ones who, at some point, not even at some point, but they entirely pick up the entire baggage and carry it. And so my sister thought it wise that at least I get somewhere where I can at some point also cater for my own heart
Expenses.
condition and expenses, and ensure that I don't depend on them for the
Yeah,
medication bills and everything.
yeah, true.
And so that is why she decided that she opens up one for me.
Yeah,
I cannot be ashamed to say that yes, she is my mom. She's the one who, she's the backbone of why I'm here today.
that
Not
there's no
forgetting
shame in
God,
that.
not forgetting that God is also there
Yeah, true.
as the sole one.
Mm.
And so basically that is me. That is David Fan,
Yeah,
and that is Manamil Kabin.
yeah. So we know more about your business and how we came up with.
Good.
So can you tell me about domestic violence and over the years how you've seen it impacts our community here in Kibera?
I nowadays like giving a one-on-one uh, life experience because I was at one point married for almost like 7 good years,
Yeah.
and I have a very beautiful daughter who's 7 years now. She's called Howie,
Hey,
Roselle,
blessings.
Roselle Howie, and I cannot say it has been easy for the 7 years, being that we were very young at that point when we decided to get married, and it was not something that we had planned for. Hapana, ilikuwa ni zile makamu stay because of mtoi. Sasa ushampatia ball, so lazima ukae tu na yeye, una get kukaa hizi. So
Yeah.
tukapitia turbulences. Being an artist, especially a performing artist who does set books, I used to travel a lot, and you'll come to discover that most of the spouses of people who travel set books
Yeah.
wanakuwa very insecure because he is your husband,
Relationship
he is your
wise.
wife who is who is not next to you for the past 2 months
Yeah.
because they're traveling within the country doing
Yeah.
set books. But so tukakuwa na mvutano especially when it comes to infidelity, and I feel like kama you're not being faithful.
Yeah, true. Long distance peer, it's
Eh,
one of the causes of domestic violence.
exactly.
Trust issues. Yeah.
Precisely. So
So, did you overcome that or like?
no, we unfortunately we couldn't, and we had to separate. That is one factor that even made us separate. And again, here when I became sick and when the COVID pandemic also came on board,
Yeah.
that point is when I also was diagnosed
The
of
medicine and treatment.
exactly of the heart condition. So she decided to leave, and I was left destitute. Sorry to say it. I engaged in drugs.
Yeah.
You couldn't miss me in
Broke
any
your
den of
heart.
shanga, ungenimiss kwa baa yoyote. All this nilikuwa nafanya tu because I wanted some peace of mind, and I wanted people where I could be close to.
Would you
And that
say losing your family took a mental, toll on you?
it was
Uh,
most of people don't know that depression is something that is real, and when it creeps very slowly. You don't realize it
yeah, true.
because you keep on going back to the same place, hoping that that is where you'll get your salvation.
But
But
truly,
at the
that's
end,
not where you need to be.
no.
Uh,
I came to discover no, because at the end of the day, it damages you, and it also damaged even my health.
yeah.
That is why I was diagnosed with a heart condition. Later on, I had to separate even with my family. My daughter had to
I'm
stay
so
for.
sorry.
It's okay. Nilisha poa. I had to. Uh, my daughter had to grow up for almost like 4 years without the father around. Which is something that especially to a girl child had
It's a lot, by the way.
who had already gotten used to
Used
the
to the dad.
father. But one thing I thank God because, and even I give a very nice thumbs up to my baby mama, is that my daughter still knows who the father is, even
Yeah.
after me coming back after these 3 good years.
She still kept your name in contact.
Good, and she knows who the father is. She comes around here. My daughter comes. We spend
And
time
she
with her
sees
here
you.
at some point. I take her to school when I'm free. I engage in. Currently, I'm just trying to cope up with what I'd lost in the past 4 good years, and
Yeah.
I owe it to God because God has been very faithful to me.
Yeah. Besides God being faithful to you, have you had a companionship in, whatever you're going through?
I can say that one problem with us people face such things is that you tend to get cocooned in your own circle,
Yeah, true.
where
You
you
tend to
feel
be shy.
yeah, and you feel like it first kills your self-esteem. You cannot hang out with people who are decent. Sorry to say it.
Mm.
You'll feel when you hang around people who are drunkards and people who do drugs.
No
That
one
is
is going to judge you.
precisely. So you feel you are on the same ship,
Mm.
and another thing, it makes you feel as if you take life for granted so much because you feel I have a very short life to live.
Yeah.
So come on, let me make the use of this short life that I have. But knowing that God has still has plans for you, that it
But
is
like,
not you who can
let,
judge.
let me comment on that. Most of the times, like I also have friends who get drunk as an excuse of getting drunk,
Good.
that they're depressed or that
Mm-hmm.
they lost a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
You might come together to drink, but tomorrow, the next day, everyone's gonna wake up and they're gonna laugh at you for being
Exactly.
in the bar that day.
Exactly.
There's no. They say misery loves company, but you ni wongo.
Mm-hmm.
Misery loves to laugh at other people. Just because you're going through a hard time and you think you're gonna go drink with your friends, wataku understand apana.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they're even gonna be laughing at you if you show up. They're gonna be like, "Oh, na huyu mlevi
Mm-hmm.
ameshinda na maisha yake."
Kweli.
Yeah,
Kweli.
never like look for comfort in alcohol and friends. Yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
to professional help when you're going through something as difficult as domestic violence,
Mm-hmm.
a depression, because your friends and your family will just laugh at you. Very few people will understand whatever you're going through. Am I
Sure,
right?
sure, sure,
Mm.
sure. And another thing I like to encourage people who have such kind of mentality is that I don't know whether it's different with me because I was born in a family that is Christian oriented,
Yeah.
a background that is very firm when it comes to Christianity. I'm those kind of guys when you memory verse lazima useme kwa church on a Sunday, dad is seated there, your sisters, your siblings are there,
Yeah.
and trust me, there's no chapter in the Bible you can tell me
Mm.
that unless I forget the chapter or the verse.
Yeah.
But if it's a phrase that you've started, I'm quite sure ndakumalizia.
Yeah.
So sina wale wenye ukipata 29 out of 30 kwa CRE those days ilikuwa ni kiboko, hata afadhali ungepata 15 out of 30.
So,
So
what advice do you have for someone who's going through whatever you're going through and doesn't know how to look for help or doesn't even know they're going through domestic violence?
the first thing that I keep on saying, and I'll refer back to my foundation of being a Christian and a Christ-oriented background, is that there is a God, there's a human, there's a supernatural being, as many people say it, and to me, God has been my salvation.
True.
God has been my anchor because for me to survive deaths like almost 4 times,
Yeah.
and been admitted like almost 5 times,
Wow.
and I was in the verge of losing my life at some point, and I'd already been written off by people, and people knew that I was leaving. But
Wow.
God, I believe that God was very faithful to me,
Yeah.
and that is why He's given me another chance. And that chance that He's given me, I decided that this place that as I have opened up now, let me spread the love, let me
Amen.
spread the hope,
Yeah.
let me spread the milk,
Yeah.
and let me spread the gas also. Ndio
Amen.
iwabambe zaidi,
Yeah,
ndio
Banas.
mjue God ni mse ako true, God ni mse real,
Yeah.
na all the time atabaki ni God.
Amen.
Mm.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in for my show. Make sure you subscribe and like for more on UG Diva and chatzmercy.
Ciao, ciao,
Ciao.
ciao.